welcome back. Feels like forever since I actually recorded anything and made an episode. So I'm taking advantage of blue skies, which is unbelievable because we've just had the most awful weather lately. Rain, freezing cold, terrible. But it's actually warm today. So it's midweek. Kids are at school, kinder. Going to do a little midweek wander adventure, not far from home, probably about half an hour outside Ballarat. 2 places I want to check out, which I haven't been to for forever. One I've just pulled up at, so we'll jump out and have a quick look. There's no one else here. I'm parked on a hill, so once again, handbrake. We'll see how that goes. I've given it a little bit of a jiggle to make sure that it doesn't seem like it's going to go rolling backwards. But yeah, we'll jump out and have a look at this spot. It's on the Ballarat Skipton Rail Trail and it's called Nimmans Bridge. Yeah, so we're in a spot called Newtown. And this is a trestle bridge which was part of our old railway line and is now, like so many of the old railway lines in Victoria, a rail trail, so a biking trail. And it's a real popular spot as well for photographers to come out and do like night shots, and a lot of people have been coming out in the last year or so it's been that the aurora's been really visible out here, and there's been some amazing photos that I've seen taken of the aurora lights at this bridge. You can literally walk across the bridge, and then there's a little loop that will just take you then down to the creek and sort of under the bridge, or have a look under the bridge and back up to that small car park. That car park is tiny, like there's not much room to turn around, and to be fair, when I've been here there's never really ever been anyone else around, but there's a sign before you get sort of to the point where you wouldn't be able to turn around with a trailer or a van, and it's a dead end road, so just be mindful of that if you do come out here. There's some signage here. Trestle bridge in Victoria. Like, all of these things claim to be something, the tallest, the longest. these are like a really common sight pretty much everywhere on the outskirts of Ballarat, being that they, you know, dug up everywhere looking for the gold stuff, and they still mine for gold in Ballarat now. So yeah, those big kind of, I don't know, mullock heaps I suppose, they're like everywhere on lots of different properties around Ballarat, and all the state forests and stuff are just full of mine shaft. So yeah, that's another fun fact for you. Alright, stop number 2, and it's only about 10 minutes down the road, and I always miss the little turn off, but we are at Devil's Kitchen Geological Reserve, so like a mining related area. This is like the second or maybe third time I've been here. I've always been in different seasons, and usually there's no one else here. And that's the same today. You usually just get this place to yourself because it's not well known, I suppose, and it's overgrown. Like, it does feel quite snaky. So we've got the Blundstones on today, but it's really pretty. And there's heaps of parking, and I think you can camp here. Like, there's no facilities or anything. It's literally just that parks sign and a bit of a gravel parking area, but I have seen people camp here before, and there's a couple, I can see a few fire pits on the ground there. But yeah, it's just the cliff formations, like this basalt, these cliffs, just really cool and interesting, kind of like a gorge, I suppose, for this area. Like, you're in the middle of farms and then you just come across this. So go for a bit of a walk around and see if there hasn't been too much rain, if I can get down to the swimming hole. I've been here before where it's been bone dry, like I've walked in the riverbed, but I can hear water running, so we'll have a sticky beak. So I've just parked literally on the top of this trail, but there is like vehicle there is like vehicle access. It doesn't get used very much, and if you're up for a challenge, you can cross this creek down here. There's some pretty decent sized rocks. We have actually done it once before, stupidly, in basically we had no mods. We had clapped out suspension. We now have dents on our fuel tank because of this. But, you know, always up for a challenge. So yeah, you can drive across into sort of like this middle section, which is where I think a few people that I've read in like the reviews say that they've camped. Oh, I might have to take my shoes off for this, because yeah, like last time we were here, there was no water in here, and can't really see another way to get across. All right, let's do it. It's not as cold as I thought it was going to be. The last time I walked in fresh water in the high country, I picked up 2 leeches. So I'm on the leech lookout. Now I kind of wish I'd worn Crocs instead, because I'm going to have to walk through the long grass with no shoes on. You wouldn't probably be able to get through here with a large vehicle. 76 is pretty petite for a 4-wheel drive, so Oh, this bit's even worse. How did we cross this? Look at that. Without smashing absolutely everything underneath the car. So yeah, once you cross those two little creeks, you come into this fairly open area where the cliff kind of surrounds. Fire pit there. So yeah, people do camp over here on this grassed area. It's full of thistles and rabbit holes, and it's fairly uneven. Lots of boulders, so I don't know how comfortable it would be, but it can be done. And then you just continue down to the left, and that's where we should find sort of the deeper swimming hole. A mate reckons that there's like a tunnel or a mine shaft that you can sort of go exploring in if you're keen. I don't know. But I reckon it's probably up in that cliff wall somewhere. It's pretty full this time. We've had so much rain. Wow. Oh my god, it's fresh. It's so fresh. This is my first swim of the summer. Oh, and it's actually lovely. This is such a cool spot. It's pretty deep. I didn't touch the bottom just then, but I want to hop in and show you like the little undermining in the cliff here with the water. It's really cool. But yeah, cold. Which is supposed to be good for you, right? Cool as that. Does not feel like we're just outside Ballarat. What a beautiful day. And to have like this place all to yourself. So cool. Definitely think I'm just going to hang out here for a little bit, warm up in the sun, and maybe have one more quick dip before I head off. So happy to come out here and finally see the swimming hole, because yeah, like I've walked in this riverbed and it was dry as, and I couldn't even imagine how there'd be enough water in here to swim in. So this is very cool. It's quite deep actually, so if I brought my kids here, which I'm sure they'd love it, but would definitely be swimming vests or floaties. I'm not sure if it's the same creek, but there's a spot not too far from here, pretty close, probably another 10 minutes or so, that we do go to swim at, which is quite shallow and has a sort of like gradual like entry, so that it's good for little kids, and there's even shallower parts of the creek where they can literally just sit in the water, and that's called Happy Valley, and I've posted about that before on Instagram. So if you're local and you're looking for some swimming spots to cool off, hopefully for this beautiful summer that we're going to have, might want to check that one out as well. Alright, well that's probably it for this one. Thank you so much to all the new subscribers. I know those high country videos definitely got a few more views, and we love the high country, and there's obviously still so much to explore. I'd like to do something a bit different for the next longer video. So if you're keen on what we're getting up to over the summer, please subscribe, like, comment, share, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers.